Yo, what's going on? Mortex here, and today I'm going to show you how to play your favorite PS2 games on the PC. Now you may think this is really difficult, but I'm going to show you a quick and easy setup to get things going, and I'm also going to show you how to turn the native resolution into 4K so you can get them crisper textures on the game so it just feels that more modern. So the first thing we need to do is we actually need to go over to a website which you can see here. It's the PCSX2, and this is the most reliable and best PS2 emulator that I've come across. So we're going to go straight onto download, so we're going to let this load up. And now what I normally like to do is go on the development tab, we'll click on Windows, and then we're going to download the latest version. It was updated around 15 hours ago, I believe it did, so we'll download that. This is gonna all download. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna unzip it. You do need some sort of unzip file, so you can get WinMore or you can get 7-zip. Either or will be fine. So we'll just do this, and then it is on this screen here. We'll drag it over. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna extract it to the desktop so we know where it is with all this good stuff inside. So we're going to forget about this at the minute, but we're going to keep it open. Now, one really important key thing that you need to remember, you need to have the BIOS. Now I've got the Japanese version BIOS here. You'll be able to find it online if you Google it, but what we're going to do is, I've already done this, but normally what I would do is put a folder called BIOS, and it will create one anyway when you load it up and install it, but it's just a quick and easy way. Put BIOS in, we'll get all these out, and then we will paste them straight in. So I'll make it a lot more clearer later on in the tutorial, but now we're ready to go, so we can just leave these here. We're ready to go on to the main part of the video. So now we're going to click the executable file. If you want to change the language, if you're not English and you need it in any other language, it is at the top of the screen. So we're just going to press next, and this is pretty much all standard. You don't need to change anything on this. So we'll press next. It's going to apply the settings, and it's already found the actual BIOS. So as I mentioned earlier, this is what you will need to get. So it's already found in the BIOS folder that we put in. So the first thing we're going to do is go to configure, then drop down to the video tab, and then go on to plugins. Now we're going to plugin settings, and this is where you can change it from native resolution PS2 to 4K. So if you've got a graphics card that is, I guess, outdated, stay with DirectX 11. If you've got a newer graphics card that supports OpenGL, you can use this. I just stay with DirectX 11. Now this is where things get interesting. So the native resolution, so you've actually got 720p, 1080p, 1440, 1620, 2160, which is 4K, and it even goes up to 5K 2880. So we're going to go on 4K anyway, because I know my PC can handle this. For any reason when you launch this, guys, on 4K and it starts to stutter, just drop it down again and drop it down until you find that sweet spot that your PC is comfortable with. So we're going to click on 4K. Then we're going to put some anti-scope filtering on. I normally just like to go around 4 on this. Mini mapping, we'll just put basic for now. And then we want to go on to basic blending, and we want to go on to medium. As I say, if you've got a powerful enough GPU and CPU, you can ramp all these up, but these are just my settings that I like to work best for my hardware that I've got on the PC at the moment. So then we're going to press OK. So that's done. So now any game you play will run at 4K. You will see some examples in a moment of the crisper textures that you get from this. I want to just give you a couple more tips now. If you've got a control and you're wanting to use a wired control or Bluetooth control, if you've got a PS2 control and you've got an adapter, you can actually use that, or a PS4 controller work. I'm currently using an Xbox One control. So you go into controls, and then you go into plugins. Now this will detect all the controls that you've got in. If it's Bluetooth, it will also detect it, and it will also configure the buttons for you. So you don't actually need to do this. For any reason that you just want to manually input them, all you have to do is go into pad 1, click L1, and then click it on the control. There you go, you've mapped L1. You can do this with all the buttons, but I'm just going to cancel that because it's already done it for me. So that's basically how you set up the PSX2 emulator. So if you're wanting any ROMs, you can search on the internet. You should be able to find a lot of ROMs from there. I pretty much ripped all my PS2 games off the CDs and just put them onto a folder so I can play them on the go, because I do love the PS2. I think it's probably one of the best consoles that was ever made. Maybe biased there, but I used to hammer this console 24/7 and then sort of moved over to the Xbox 360. I never had a PS3 or never had a PS4, which may change soon when the PS5 comes out, so we'll have to keep eyes on that and tabs on that. I'm going to show you really quickly how we load a game. So if you boot full, you get the full PS2 loading screen. If you boot fast, it just boots really fast. So quick way to do this with your games as well is click on your games. So let's do, I don't know, let's do SSS Tricky. So all you have to do is open with, and then go and choose an app. Now it's already there for me, but if not, all you have to do is go on more apps and actually find where the executable file is stored. So we click on OK, so it's going to load it up now. If you do want to make the screen a full screen and not a windowed tabbed screen, all you have to do is double tap. So make sure you double tap and then we will be good to go. So guys, hopefully this has helped you out on a quick tutorial how to play them classic PS2 games that have been forgotten and you wanted to play them again on the PC. As I say, this is one of my all-time favorite consoles, and if you need any help at all guys, don't forget, please like, rate and subscribe, and I will be happy to help if you just leave a comment below if you're struggling at all. But until next time guys, stay safe and I'll see you soon.